Peace.
Peace.
This is Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD. You're just now entering the cipher called Real to Real 360. K-Wise.
Peace, God.
Bring that beat in, kid.
Indeed.
Peace.
Yeah. What's going on, party people? Welcome to the Real to Real 360 show. Let's get it in.
We do the knowledge of wisdom so you can understand. Real to Real 360 shows in full command. We changing the game for how it all was taught. From bondage to freedom to an independent thought. Yo, the show is here to bring about a change for real. To lighten everyone so we all know the deal. 360 degrees is a fact. We created the show to give our love back to our communities so we can know what's going on and give them the support from knowledge to born. So if you're ready to learn, then it's time to go. Sit back and relax and enjoy your show. Peace.
Peace and blessings. What it do, what it do. Peace to Allah's mighty 5% nation, the gods and earth, to all the human families of the planet Earth. I salute you with love, peace, and happiness. It's DJ K-Wise, one half of the Real to Real 360 show. Welcome you to another exciting and dynamic episode of the Real to Real 360 show. I'm not going to hold you up or take much of your time because this artist he's short on time, so I'm glad that he was able to stop through and give us an interview. But listen, let me tell you something about this great man. I known this man before he even knew who he was, and he was destined to be great. And I've seen and witnessed and watched him grow over the years that he may not have seen me in the foreground because I've been gone, but I followed him and I've heard so much of him, and I'm so proud of him. I call him my little nephew because he is family, because he comes from a strong family line of singers, musical geniuses, and wizardry. And when this man opens up his mouth, the sound of his blessings that he's been getting is fruitful. So I'm going to bring on gospel's sensational singer, my little nephew, the one and only Trevone Perry, hailing from where? Brooklyn, New York. Let's give it up, y'all.
What's going on?
Nephew, what it do?
Yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm stoked for what's going on with you, Unc. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything I'm seeing, man. Loving it.
Hey, it's all good. Listen, I know your time is short, so we just gonna jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Before we get started, I just want you to introduce everybody and give them a little brief about who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, man, I'm just a humble servant, man. My name is Trevone Perry. I hail from Brooklyn, New York. As Monk was saying, come from some humble beginnings. Come from a talented lineage of family who been doing this for a long time and got some stake in the game. I'm just out here serving, the kingdom and trying to do what I got to do, man, to get this message out here. The good news and I'm just out here doing what I got to do, man. I'm loving it all. When I was asked to be here today, I thought it not robbery, man, to be here because you have been you have been Trills. You have been a real dude. Whenever I've needed you to support me, you have done it. So I'm like, I have to be here for you today, man, no matter what was going on. Just got back from Memphis. From an award show, and I'm getting ready to prepare soon to leave out of town again. But God is good, man. I'm not I'm no ways tired, man.
Yeah. So listen, let's jump into it because you have accomplished a lot in the gospel genre, and at such a young age, it's a blessing because you are trailblazing the way for others to see as well as what you saw and followed, and you're keeping the tradition. And what I mean by keeping the tradition, you keeping the word and love of gospel and the word of God in you, and it's showing. And the one thing, like I said, man, listen, we talk about universal language, so to have God within you is all right in every aspect of what it is. So let's talk about what was your first song that you put out and produced or that you had sung that got you right where you are climbing.
Oh man, well, the very first song I put out was a song that was locally hit it was a hit because nobody, I didn't really know the business at that time, and it was called "So Glad to Be Alive." The very second song, which I think got me to the point of recognition, was "Hands Up." It was a very simple song. I wrote and co-produced it along with my brother and my producer TJ Walker, and it was just this is the feel good simple song. It ain't got much to it, just hands up. And that was the song that started me to get a radio station, radio show, and boom. And now we got All Right, the #1 Billboard hit. Yeah, but that's what started it all. I'll say is Hands Up. But my very first song was So Glad to Be Alive.
Okay. You have performed and sung with many musical artists.
Yes.
And what was that like for you coming in and doing it? And you're still doing it because it's a blessing. So what was it like for you to join in and collaborate with some of these artists that you may be a fan of, that just get the opportunity to say, hey, they called out or reached to me and or seen me and pulled me there? That's a great meaning. So how was that feeling?
Surreal. It's always dope when people that you admire or respect or revere in any kind of way look towards you for anything. You know what I'm saying? It's surreal. It's a surreal moment. It's a full circle moment too, to just remind you of your journey and why you started it, and to keep going. When some of the greats who've been doing it for umpteen years tell you, you're on the right path, man. You're doing something.
Absolutely. I want to give a big love and shout out to Nene, Deborah, Howard, the whole fam. DP's
Yes,
doing it. They in the building. Man, God bless all of y'all. I miss y'all, man. It's been so long. We got to have like a family reunion or something coming
you
up.
already know.
You know. And listen, I want you to shine because I'm already going to give you your praises due. But tell everybody where you hit at on Billboard's Top 100.
Man, we were #1 on the
Yes.
the only place to hit, right? We on indicator. There's 3 main charts: indicator, BDS, and media base. We hit all 3. #1 on indicator, top 25 on national, and also top 30 on media base, which is getting ready to be the only chart now, media base now, since media base is kind of like taking over everything. Well, they're merging in a partnership or whatever. But anyway, that's the technical stuff. But yeah, every chart that mattered, man, we have seen. We have seen it, man, in a great way. God has been amazing.
Blessings, man. Listen, like I said, I'm proud of you. I love you utmost and everything, and keep holding on and keep doing what you're doing and keep moving. Don't let your feet settle, because keep running, because it's a hard race, and you got it. It's always going to be someone to come around and want to try to knock you off of what you're doing on your dean.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You guys focus on what's important in yourself, then everything is all right, because you got love surrounding you, so it's there. Right. But we're going to jump into that first video, if I'm not mistaken. We talking about Hands Up, right? So
was that the first? Yeah, that was the first. That was my very first music video. It was. Wow. Yeah.
What I want you to do is go ahead and introduce it to everybody, and we're going to play it right on after that.
Yo, family, it's your boy Trevone Perry, and you getting ready to check out my music video, Hands Up.
Listen, I want all my praise party people to get up on your feet right now. Come on, and just clap your hands with us. Come on. We gonna have fun on this song. Tell your neighbor, I don't know what you come to do, but I came to get my praise on. I don't know what you come to do, but I came to get my dance on. Y'all ready? Come on. Let's go. Right here.
I don't know what you come to do, but I came to get my praise on. I don't know what you come to do, but I came to get my dance on. I don't know what you come to do, but I came to get my praise on. I don't know what you come to do, but I came to get my dance on. You sing, I don't know what you come to, but I came to get my praise on. Come on, get my praise on. Say, I don't know what, hey, I don't know what you come to, but I came to get my dance. I came to get my dance on.
I don't know what. Come on.
I don't know what you come to, but I came to get my praise on. Come on, there's a praise party going on. Say, I don't know what. I don't know what you come to.
Y'all ready to rock with us right here?
I came to get my
Hey, here we go.
hands up. Hands up. All my people to the front. Come on. Hands up. All my people to the side. Hands up. Let me see you in the backyard. Hands up. Lift them up real high. Hands up. All my people to the front. Hands up. All my people to the side. Hands up. Let me see you in the back. Hands up. Lift them up real high. Let's go. But I came to get my praise on. Hey, there's a praise party going on. Say, I don't know what else you come to do, but I came to get my hey, hey, hands up. All my people to the front, all my people to the side. Let me see you in the backyard. Lift them up real high. All my people to the front. All my people to the side. Let me see you in the backyard. Lift them up real high. There's a praise party going on. Say, I got it right. And you got it right. There's a praise party going on. Let the redeemer of the Lord say so. Who the Son set free is free indeed. There's a praise. Come on. There's a praise. I got it right, and you got it right. There's a praise. There's a redeemer of the Lord say so. Who the Son set free? Dre Rumble, let's go.
Had my back against the rope, shit, it caught me slipping. Thought I had it together, I was somewhat tripping. Devil fell back as I stared in his face. Try to block out the hate as I go to that place. Stumbled in this game. So many done lost hope, found out the hard way that life is no joke. Never made the money, always let the money make me. Got to the point where I let the money break me. Fell so hard, let the money take me. Couldn't even tell I was riding with snakes. For you hard on the grind, it can leave you blind. But the man above will try to leave you signs.
Come on. Where you going from left to right? Come on. Come on. Put your hands up. Everybody put your hands up. Hey, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your hands up. Feel good right here. Let's go. Put your hands up. Everybody put your hands up. Put your hands up. Come on, let's go. Let's rock.
And we're back, Real 360 with my man Trevone Perry, my nephew doing his thing, and that was hands up right there. Beautiful video, nephew. Listen, tell me and tell the listeners about Team DP and what else you got going on with it, because you doing the thing now.
Yeah, man, we going on 17 years next year. I just made 16 years of ministry. Man, God has been amazingly good to us and faithful to us. we've been just toughing it out, man. Toughing it out. Seen some come, seen some go, but never seen the righteous forsaken. And we've been good, man. We've been going on and having more and more success each and every year. We've continued the journey, man.
Right. And you also got your clothing line, and I should have put on my team DP, but I forgot. I've been running around so much these last few days, man, just getting back in town myself. So
It's all good.
Yeah. So tell
It's
us
all
about the
good.
clothing line you got.
The clothing line really started from me just getting some outfits for the group. We was just getting some shirts, some t-shirts made, and then we had people that wanted to get a shirt, and boom, that sparked the light bulb right there. And now here we are, 5-6 years later. We still doing this, man. We selling, man. We selling, nationwide, worldwide. We have even shipped all the way down to Russia. Before
Right.
it's so we doing this. We doing this. We getting on. We doing what we could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host just came on. It's the
Little
Joshua
late.
Allah, aka PhD. What's good? What's good?
What's going on?
How
Yeah.
you doing, brother Trevone?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
I was listening to the video while I was trying to log in.
Oh man, that's
It's,
what's up.
it's definitely inspirational music,
Absolutely.
and we applaud everything that you're doing over here.
I appreciate you, fam. For real, man. For real.
So Trey, getting right back, let's talk about family, because
Mm-hmm.
knowing your family as long as I have, since we all were young in the game.
Right.
Your dad was always like a big brother to me, along with your aunt Deborah. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they embraced me and everything with love back in the days, because my father was the pastor of the
Right.
church and everything. And
Legendary.
yeah, appreciate it. So how's the family now with you and motivating you? Because I know they're proud of you, because I know I'm proud of you. So how's everything
Absolutely,
been with the family with you on, and how much a push has it been with you with them?
man. It's been of course they all godly proud of me because nobody didn't see this in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I was a little knucklehead out there doing what I had to do in them streets and trying to be something else, I thought. And you know what I'm saying? I thank God for my family. They, in the word of God declares to train up a child in the way they should go, and when they grow old, they won't depart. That is a fact. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how far I strayed away and what I was doing, whether I was doing the right things or not, I always remember from which I came. I always remember the roots. You know what I'm saying? And your dad was a major, major influence in my family's life. So everything they taught, it's crazy how it's all connected, because everything your dad taught them, they imparted into me. You know what I'm saying? So although I was very, very young when everything happened, like a baby, really, you know what I'm saying? By the time I grew up, I was always hearing those messages, always hearing, what he poured into them. So it all comes back full circle. You know what I'm saying? So the lives your dad touches, this it's crazy. It's not, nobody could even, we can't even, it's priceless. We can't even put a price on it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll never probably really ever really know all of the lives that were touched and affected forever. But that, I just had to throw that in there. So yeah, they've always been supportive, especially of me, because once again, they know from which I've come. You know what I'm saying? And they know they'd raised me better than what I was doing at one point. You know what I'm saying? So they're definitely extremely proud of everything I got going on now. And whenever I do something, locally and they can attend, they are right there in attendance, from my brother to my sister to, my father, aunt, everybody.
Absolutely. And again, man, very proud of you. Very proud.
Yeah.
2018, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go back here.
Okay.
2018, 19 is when you did the red carpet out in Vegas.
No, that was recent. Was that recent? No, I did a red carpet in Vegas too. I did, but I just did a red carpet. So that's why. Yeah, I did a red carpet out in Vegas for the Stella Awards. Yes.
You were blazing, man. So where are you going now?
Man, I gotta go to Orlando, Florida, in a few days for a TV taping. It's a
Okay.
TV show that I'm going to be on, so I'm going down there to head down there and get some of that nice weather too while I'm down there, man. Hopefully bring it back to NYC.
Right.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity to work with the Brown Boys because I know they was at the Stellar Awards as well. The
No,
quartet.
I haven't had the opportunity. I am aware of who they are, man. They some great, great brothers, man. I haven't had the opportunity to work with those guys yet, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully you speaking something into existence. Hopefully we can make it happen.
yeah, definitely. We grew up with the Brown Boys out in Long Island from Roosevelt,
Oh,
so
oh yeah, man. Them dudes, they dope. They some bad boys.
yeah, they've been at it a long time, and
Yeah.
that's when you're out there in the Stellar Awards, that's a great thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you got another thing before I say something, John?
No.
Okay.
Also, no, I didn't really have anything because I wanted to know what TV show was he taping for.
Oh, it's called the Cassandra show. It's a new show that is on cable. It's on Xfinity. It's on a few channels on cable. It broadcasting like over 1 million homes or so. And yeah, it's kind of I call her like the new modern day Wendy Williams. But although she's nothing like Wendy Williams in that aspect of talking, but I'm just talking about the setup of the show.
Okay.
It looks just like a set of the Wendy Williams show. It's amazing. It's with Afro TV. So they doing some big things out there. They on their second season, and we're part of their second season. So God is good.
It's a beautiful situation. That's definitely a beautiful situation.
Do you still have your podcast show too, nephew?
Yeah, Hands Up Radio show has turned into Hands Up Radio Station. So all of you that love good gospel music and like to hear, you want to be uplifted from time to time, come on over to handsupradio.org. That's us online 24/7, 24 hours a day. You can get gospel music and inspirational music, hear great music, and be uplifted, man. Yeah, it turned it into a radio station, and God is doing some amazing things, man. The push is going. The push is on.
That's what's up, man. It's always the strive, man. When you do go for your goal, don't settle. Just keep more. Add it on. It's a blessing, but always keep it running. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, young. You get it. You get it. You know. I'm extremely proud of what y'all doing over here too. I love this setup, and yeah, man, I'm loving it. I'm digging it. Thank y'all so much for having me. For real, I feel honored, man.
Man, it's a pleasure, man. We always take care of family. That's
yes, sir.
That's one thing about it. We always take care of family. But I don't know if you had answered it already prior to me coming on, or saying things like that. But what was the first time that you stood on stage and performed, and how did you feel? You know what I'm saying, when you seeing the crowds being uplifted by your songs?
Oh man, that's a dope question. I don't think nobody has ever asked me that before, but that's funny that you do bring that up. The very first time I had an outside engagement for the first time when I started my group almost 16 years ago, was for a good friend of mine who is now deceased, unfortunately. But he gave me my very first opportunity to go sing at an event that his church was having. It was like an open mic downstairs at the bottom of the church. It was, but it was like a good crowd in there, whatever, man. And just to see, just to hear my music, finally be heard by others other than myself and all that, man. I remember a lot of things, but one thing you'll never forget is the first moment, I'm saying, that you started doing this for real. And yeah, that was my first moment that it hit me like, yo, man, you're really doing this. The dream you had of doing this is really happening, and that was really a surreal moment. And a good friend of mine gave me that opportunity for my very, very first engagement. And, the rest is history, man. The rest is history. We didn't know. I guess we didn't really know. I mean, I didn't really set out to do. I didn't know how long I was going to do it or anything. I just was like, yo, we're going to just do it. And here we are 16 years later, going on 17 years, still doing it and doing it strong. And sometimes not how long you've been doing something, it's how strong you've been doing something.
Right. Now, with your family being in the church and everything,
yeah,
what was
what was your inspiration to actually take your message to gospel music instead of just staying in the pulpit part or any of that sector?
In the four walls, but of the church,
Yeah.
we're still in the four walls of the church. I mean, but we do go out, we do community work, and I have been other places other than the church to sing, of course. Man, crazy. I even sung for oh my God, I don't want to say the name wrong, but anyway, basically there's a whole nother religion type, and they had an event. It's a lady, she's a good friend of the family's, and had me come sing for them, and they enjoyed it. Like, they really, really enjoyed themselves. And they was like, listen, we love good music, man. We like to hear good inspirational music and blah 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 blah. And they, what I'm saying, it's been special. But what made me do it is, Unc could tell you, music is us. This is my family. This is what we do. My aunt, it started with her. She had a choir back in the day. For over 40 something years, she'd been doing this thing. So it was embedded in me from a child, from a little youth, that music was important. We grew up singing in the choir. My family grew up singing in the choir for, his the great, Reverend Wilson, the late great Reverend Wilson. And he basically gave my family a shot, an opportunity to sing and do what they do. And it just branched out in all of us, man. Not, myself, Charlie, Nene, we all do it, and now a little more recent, it's embedded in us, man. This is a part of us. Music is us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember what my father said about Nene when she was very young, and he said it. He said,
loved the voice.
He said, she will be our next Mahalia, and she is my songbird. And
Yeah.
he always cherished Nene. Always.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the gospel, now you're in the era of the newest phase in gospel music.
Yeah.
We look back now. I go back in time and where people say, that ain't gospel music. That ain't this, that one.
Yeah,
I can't get. How much of that have you been bombarded with? And then to show that, listen, changing is a good thing as long as it still remains positive with the message.
Absolutely. Everything must evolve. You know what I'm saying? If it doesn't evolve, it ceased to exist. Um, Absolutely. Did I experience it some? Yeah, because I'm very energetic and young, and and I do things. I have my own way of doing things, but thank God for people like Kirk Franklin that already kind of kicked those doors in for us. He created a path for myself and Ty Tribbett and all the rest of us kind of guys to do what we do. So it's not. It's some people still stick to their core about the type of messages, or the type of I want to say they have a problem with the presentation sometimes. Gospel is no longer just suits and ties and shirts and big hats. Now it's that and then some. You do it the way you do it. Let us do it the way we do it. As long as we reaching people either way, and we, like you said, and the message is right. That's all that should really matter, right? At the end of the day, is who we're doing it for, and not the other extra stuff. We don't have to do it the way you're used to doing it, or the way you're used to seeing it. That's the whole thing about evolving. And you get it with change. Some people are scared of change. Some people don't want change. They want things to stay the same. But those kind of people, they're stuck in a time capsule. And I pray that they get it, that God is he has many different sides to him. And we don't know everything there is to know. And as long as it's a positive message, right? You go out there and you do what you got to do, and as long as some people is being blessed, that's all that should matter at the end of the day.
All right.
Well, with the new style of gospel music, do you feel that it's bringing the younger generation back into the church or back into the fold?
Yeah, it has been. That's been happening before me. That's been since the beginning of the time. There's people that Kirk Franklin and myself, or other people that's going to be able to reach that. Ricky Dillard, or just to name a few. Certain people like they can't reach. You know what I'm saying? It's different demographics. And all that good stuff. So you reach who you can reach, and I reach who I can reach. Each one teach one, and in no time at all we'll have them all. I know y'all heard that saying, when you reach one, I reach one. You know what I'm saying? So you do what you got. There's people that's paying attention to y'all show. You know what I'm saying? That may not otherwise know about what's going on, and through y'all show, they might be enlightened through this conversation we having today. And now walk there in the light. You know what I'm saying? Because of this show. That's why everybody has a job to do. Do your job, we do our job, and we will be good.
With your music, you experienced how it has affected individuals around you?
Absolutely. A gentleman, gentleman came to me about a year ago, when about 2 years ago, so shortly after I released my second Billboard charting song, which was called Strong Victory. And he told me his wife was dealing with, unfortunately, he had lost his wife she was sick with cancer. And he said that song was the song that pulled him through. You know what I'm saying? That was one of my first time. I've heard people tell me how much they enjoy me and things of that nature, but that was like one of the greatest messages I've ever gotten from an individual who listens to my music and supports me. It was like, Strong Victory really helped me get through, and helping me, and still helps me get through the passing of my wife. Because every time I hear those words, Strong Victory, man, it just makes me feel like I can make it. And I was just like, whoa. And that right there was like confirmation, and let me know that I was doing the right thing and I'm in the right path. Just like I'm sure that that's how you're on the right path, when people hit you up and saying, yo, listen, y'all, I don't know what's different about today than any other day, but today I watched y'all show and I got encouraged and I'm uplifted and I'm ready to do something about whatever, man. That's like one of the greatest feelings you'll ever experience in life.
Indeed. Because we know that in the spectrum of media and entertainment, which we all are in at this moment, we make a cause and effect on people's lives that we don't even know. And
That's a fact.
being that you speaking about uplifting, because a lot of times people need to hear a positive word, whether what I'm saying, it has any religious antidotes in it, or it's just
True.
something inspiring to move them forward, because never know what a person is going through.
That's right.
And to sit here and listen to, and also to listen to your song that was played, it was like really inspiring. Even saying, when you're dealing with individuals who aren't in the same religious or cultural background, we still are able to get something from one another. And I salute you for that, because the song was definitely inspiring, it's definitely moving, and it definitely puts people in a positive light, positive energy, and that's what we need more so than anything else. I don't know how many more songs K got, queued up for you. You know what I'm saying? But if he got one more, let's make it happen.
Definitely. Well, Neff, he's got to get ready to go soon, because I know he's got to get ready to go to get himself for work. And well, Neff, this one here, since we did the first one, we're gonna do the latest one, and I'm gonna tell you something. You a little comedian. You a little comedian, and the ideas and how you put together certain things, is always a message in the bottle.
Fact.
And to make people smile and laugh, and then realizing they getting the message after that and into it, shows growth, development, power, and truth.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's what I love about your video. All right. And we're gonna get into that video right here. So listen, go ahead. I'm a braggadocious, but go ahead and kick it off.
Yo, it's your boy Trevone Perry, and we rocking right here on the greatest radio show there is, man. And you're listening to my newest tune, All Right.
That's one small step for man. Houston, we've had a problem.
Ghost just told me to lie, just like a gender reveal. Oh, Holy Ghost, he done told me. Hey, Holy Ghost, it's gonna be alright. Be
Come on, let's go. I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. I got a feeling that everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, and there's no need for me to cry. No need to worry, and there's no need for me to cry. He promised in his word he will take care of me. He promised in his word that he will take care of me. So I'm gonna stand still to see his glory in me. So I'm gonna stand still and see his glory in me. Say alright, 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 alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Alright, 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 alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. I got a feeling that everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, and there's no need for me to cry. No need to worry, and there's no need for me to cry. He promised in his word he will take care of me. He promised in his word that he will take care of me. So I'm gonna stand still to see his glory in me. So I'm gonna stand still and see. All you gotta do is move and say alright, 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 alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Alright, 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 alright. It's gonna be alright. Right here. Let's go. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Hey. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Dry your weeping eyes. Hey. Dry your weeping eyes. It's gonna be alright. 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 Whatever you do, don't give up the fight, y'all. Don't give up the fight. While we are yet living in a pandemic age, dealing with the ramifications of social injustice all across this globe, I yet still choose to believe that things will work out just fine. Woo. It's working together for the good of them who love God. Right here, let's go. Woo. You can make it, say. You can make it. You can take it. You can take it. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Oh, you can make it, say. You can make it. You can take it. You can take it. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Woo. Rock with us right here. Let's go. Hold on. Keep standing. Hey, you gotta believe. Hold on. No matter what's going wrong, no matter what's going on. Hold on. Hold on. No matter what it looks like. Hold on. He's gonna bring me out right. Hold on. You don't have to worry no more. Come on, y'all. Don't give up the fight. You don't have to worry no more. You don't have to worry. It's alright. It's already looking better. It's coming together. Come on. He didn't bring us this far to leave us. Hey. Keep your head up. Alright. Everything will be alright. No matter what you see, he's gonna bring you out. Be encouraged.
The message is prophetic, but it is so very true. Don't get caught up in emotions or just feelings. This is a fact. You're going to be all right. Live in purpose. This pandemic will not be the end of us. We are coming out of it, and all will be well. You're going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. We're going to be all right. And nothing that's formed against us is going to prosper. We're living through it, and we're living in purpose.
All right. True indeed, man. True indeed. I seen some of the family in the video there. I see Trevor rocking. Yeah, man. Beautiful thing, man. All right. That was at the church, the Citadel in Brooklyn, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, yep, that was right at the church, man.
Yeah, well, listen, nephew, we're not gonna hold you long. I want you to give a shout out to everybody who you want to give a shout out. And before you go, once again, let everybody know how they can reach you, get in touch with you, and get you to your music. However.
Okay. Man, listen, I want to just give a shout out to everybody who's been holding me down and supporting me, man, to all my loved ones. Man, I'm grateful to you guys. I'm truly, truly grateful. And I can be reached on every social media platform, Instagram, Trevone Perry _, Twitter, Trevone Perry, and Facebook, Trevone Perry. Just, take a look. I'm in the book. I'm there. I'm out here.
Yes, indeed. Well, listen, Neff, I know we ain't gonna hold you up much longer. You got to do what you got to do. Get yourself ready for work.
Thank you guys so much for having me today, for real.
It has been indeed a pleasure and honor. And I tell everybody, this ain't a home away from home. You home.
Absolutely.
If there's anything that we can do right here on the Real 360 show for you, please don't hesitate to call on us. We only a phone call away, Neff.
Bet I'm gonna hold you to it. Yeah.
Well, listen, it's been great. You go ahead and get yourself ready. Go do what you do. We love you, and
love you
I'm
too,
gonna make
man.
sure that you receive a copy of this video for your archives after everything is said and done. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me, man. Be blessed, man.
Give everybody my love, man.
Y'all got it.
All right, nephew. Peace.
Peace.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, that was Trevone Perry, one of gospel's greatest artists right now on the charts. He's doing his thing. That's Trevone Perry and Team DP, Brooklyn's own. All right. Once again, shout out to the Brooklyn family and everywhere. Much love and grace and peace to everybody, man. It's been a great show. Ja, you can let them know who we got coming up next in the future, and then we can roll out.
Okay, tomorrow we have the Cohens, which are life marriage coaches. They'll be discussing ways to help you do things to improve your marriage and how you can build your relationship and keep it strong. This week we also too have Jay Hammer because it's party time. And
I heard that song last night.
party time. We have also too our sister Lynn Myers coming on. We have a line with Alicia, whereas we're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about how to build better relationships, how to spot the red flags in relationships, how to be able to communicate in relationships. We're going to talk about the emotions that individuals go through when they have traumatic situations, for us being abused sexually, domestically, for as verbally and emotionally. We're going to discuss all these things this week. So this week is going to be very impactful. We're going to have a lot of things going and make sure you get your pen and paper and lock in because we're going to rock out this week.
Absolutely. All right. If that's it, no further ado. Once again, a great love, a magnanimous love to Allah's 5% nation of gods and earths, and to all the human families of the planet Earth. This is DJ K Wise and Josh Shamel Allah. We salute you with love, peace, and happiness. All right. We'll see you when we see you, and we gonna be out. One love, peace, y'all. We gone.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to come to the end of the show. Right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, I want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing, and tell a friend and keep sharing, because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. So, DJ KY, brother, take us up out of here, son. Hey.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of God on earth. To all the human families that have planted Earth. I say, you are the subscribe, those who continue to watch, listen to the show, and every time we come on, I give a big shout out to love, peace, and happiness. The man, woman, and child of the youth are not first. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe, so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you upon our show. You make it possible for us to do what we do. Now it's time to end it.